Good day, everyone. Let's talk about the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. So ano ba yung mga matatakil natin dito sa Universal Declaration of Human Rights? So human rights, race, sex, nationality, ethnicity, language, religion, and others. So bago natin isa-isahin yung mga yon, ano ba muna ang human rights? So sabi dito, the human rights is the basic right and freedom that belongs to every person in the world from birth until death. Human rights are rights inherent to all human beings. Everyone is entitled to the rights without discrimination. So basically, ang human right, karapatang pantao sa ating lahat. Walang pinipili, without discrimination, everyone is entitled to these rights. Mula sa pagkapanganak natin hanggang sa kamatayan natin. So ano-ano ba yung mga human rights discrimination? What are the types? So age discrimination, disability discrimination, sexual orientation, status as a parent, religious discrimination, national origin, pregnancy, sexual harassment, race, color, and sex discrimination, and reprisal or retaliation discrimination. So ano ba yung age discrimination at anong age discrimination act? So age discrimination, so very self-explanatory naman karamihan sa mga discrimination na to. So dahil sa kanilang edad, nadi-discriminate sila. So one example is about employment na if there are above 40 years of age, so nakakaranas sila ng discrimination with regards to hiring, promotion, and privileges of employment. So maaaring less opportunities sa kanila dahil nga sa kanilang age. So yung Age Discrimination Act, so pinoprotektahan sila sa ganitong klaseng discrimination. Next one is disability discrimination. So again, very self-explanatory. Discrimination sa mga disabled person. So with regards to employment, same as the first one. So less favorably yung treatment sa kanila. May it be sa hiring process, sa promotion, or even sa pay or sweldo nila. Ano pa, yung mga discrimination. So narito yung sexual orientation discrimination. So commonly nakararanas nito is the LGBTQ plus community. So dahil sa kanilang preferred sexual orientation, so nakararanas sila ng discrimination. Again, sa employment, maaaring hindi sila i-hire dahil sa yung isang company preferred nila is male or female lang. So they don't, sabihin na natin they don't respect or they don't believe in the LGBTQ community. So ano po ba yung mga discrimination na nandito? So nabanggit din natin yung status as a parent. As definition, sabi dito, the family would pay upon to their caregivers for families' responsibilities for household chores and also to take care of their child. Employees' promotion pay, less harassment, negative employment actions against two employees. So commonly nga, ang nakararanas nito, although hindi limited sa mga nanay kasi most of mothers take care of their children. So sila nag-aalaga sa mga bata. So hindi natatapos yung trabaho nila doon sa pinapasukan nila. So minsan na-discriminate kasi porket si uwi ng maaga or nagli-leave para sa pamilya. So yung status as a parent discrimination, dahil dun sa status nila as a parent, kaya sila na-discriminate sa ginagawa nila. Maring single mom or single dad. So syempre, more responsibilities para sa kanila. So yung responsibilities na yun, dahil doon sila na-discriminate. Next one is religion discrimination. This is when you are treated differently because of your religion or belief or lack of religion or belief. So, marami sa nakakasalamuhan natin, syempre, iba't iba tayo ng paniniwala, different religion or belief, Or maybe meron pa tayong mga kakilala or kaibigan na wala silang religion or wala silang paniniwala or belief na tungkol sa religion. So the treatment could be one of action. So hindi lang naman yung religion discrimination, pati yung mga naunang nabanggit na discrimination at mga susunod pang babanggitin. So hindi lang through verbal yung maaaring maging discrimination sa kanila. So maaaring action lang. So yung tipong pag-iwas lang, paglayo lang, isang sign na yun na discrimination sa kanila. So this sa example na to sa religion discrimination, so dahil sa kanilang religion, so let's say Catholic, Protestants, Islam. So dahil doon, i-apply natin ulit sa employment, maaring ang gusto lang ni employer number 1 is Catholic lang, employer number 2 gusto niya is Islam lang. So yun yung isang example ng religion discrimination. Next one is national origin discrimination. So ito yung dahil sa pinanggalingan mo. So origin. So treating favorably because of their origin. So let's say Filipino, us, went to abroad. So isang klase ng discrimination is hindi pantay yung pagtrato nila sa atin dahil nga sa pinanggalingan natin. Pregnancy Discrimination Act forbids discrimination based on pregnancy when it comes to any aspect of employment, including hiring, firing, pay, and job assignment. So, again, mostly sa mga ito nga, very self-explanatory lang naman. So, pregnancy discrimination. So, nade-discriminate sila dahil sa buntis sila. So, maaaring porket nalaman ng employer na ang applicant ay buntis, maaaring hindi siya i-hire. Or maybe employed na siya. So, while employed, nabuntis siya, merong mga employer na maaaring dumidiskarte para matanggal sa trabaho kasi ayaw nila na magkaroon ng maternal leave. So, kasi yung maternal leave, di ba, may bayad, sumisweldo ka kahit hindi ka pumapasok. So, isang klase rin ng discrimination yung ganun. Kasi nga, dahil lang sa buntis sila, so iba na yung pagtrato sa kanila ng kanilang employer. Sexual harassment, unwelcome sexual advances, request for sexual favors, verbal or physical harassment of sexual nature. So hindi lang naman sa mga babae, gaya nga nakikita natin doon sa may illustration, may example, lalaki may hawak, me too. So any sexual orientation, pwedeng makaranas ng sexual harassment. So basta hindi siya welcome, basta wala dun yung willingness with regards to anything sexual. So if ang isang tao naka-experience ng ganon, na hindi nga welcome yung ginawa sa kanila when it comes to sexual things, so isang klase rin ng harassment yon and it belongs to discrimination. Next one is race color discrimination. Personal characteristics associated with race. Examples are hair texture or skin color. So, iba to dun sa national origin. So, itong race color discrimination, regardless kung saan ka galing, this would depend dun sa looks mo. So, let's say, ito nga yung example sa illustration. Merong isang Black American na discriminate ng isang white American or pwede rin namang vice versa. Not all the time Black Americans lang ang nade-discriminate. Even Filipinos, Asian, especially napabalita nga yung tinatawag na Asian hate because of COVID-19. So dahil sa yung iba nating mga kababayan, Filipino, although hindi naman Chinese, so napagkakamalan Chinese because of their personal characteristics, they are being discriminated, being treated less favorably. So less yung treatment sa kanila, nangyayari pa nga minsan resulting to violence pa yung ginagawa sa kanila. So isang type ng discrimination yun sa appearance mo pala. Last is retaliation or reprisal discrimination. So because they complain about discrimination, they are being mistreated. So madaling sabi parang binabaliktad. So sa halip na i-admit nila, let's say na naharas ka. So syempre, normally magrereklamo ka because it's a kind of mistreatment. Dahil doon sa pagko-complain mo na yun, so binabaliktad pa nila, dinidiscriminate pa nila. So ikaw pa yung nagmumukhang masama ngayon. So yan yung retaliation or reprisal discrimination. So proceed tayo doon sa mga exact articles regarding the Declaration of Human Rights. So 30 articles yung nakapaloob dito. So sa dito sa presentation natin hindi kita yung buong context ng article. So Article 1, being free, yung pinaka-topic niya. Ang sabi kasi dito, all human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. They are endowed with reason and conscience and should act towards one another in a spirit of brotherhood. So being free. So lahat tayo malaya, pantay-pantay doon sa mga karapatan at dignidad na binigay sa atin mula nung pagkabata natin, which is human rights. So should act towards one another in the spirit of brotherhood. So parang just like how family treats each other with love, brotherhood or sisterhood, if you prefer it. So yung Article 1, yun yung isa sa mga iminumungkahi niya sa atin. Article 2, freedom from discrimination. So ito nga yung pinaka main na topic talaga natin ngayon which is yung mga act and types of discrimination na dapat malaya tayo din, na dapat hindi natin nararanasan. So sabi sa Article 2, everyone is entitled to all rights and freedoms set forth in this declaration without distinction of any kind such as race, color, sex, language, religion, political or other opinion, national or social origin, property, birth, and other status. Furthermore, no distinction shall be made on the basis of the political, jurisdictional, or international status of the country or territory to which a person belongs, whether it be independent, trust, non-self-governing, or any other limitation of sovereignty. So again, lahat tayo entitled sa freedom from discrimination. So, lahat ng tao hindi dapat na-discriminate regardless dun sa mga binanggit kanina, which is race, color, sex, language, etc. Article number 3, ang sabi dito, right for liberty and security. So, yun rin naman yung nakasulat dun sa mismong article that everyone has the right to life, liberty, and security of a person. So, lahat tayo may karapatan sa buhay, may karapatang mabuhay, may karapatan sa kalayaan at sa seguridad. So kaya nga hindi naman natin binabayaran yung mga pulis, yung mga any type of security that we have in our country. Maaari sa tax, should you consider that payment, pero yun. So everyone, kahit hindi nagbabayad ng tax, diba? So provided pa rin yung protection ng ating police or army or government. Because everyone has the right to security of a person. So Article number 4, right to recognition. No one shall be held in slavery or servitude. Slavery and the slave trade shall be prohibited in all forms. So hindi na uso ngayon yung meron kang mga alipin or slave. Hindi katulad nung araw na you have slaves to tend to your house, tend to your daily chores. Mga ganon. So mostly mas alam ko yung mga ganyan sa Amerika, which is dati, kaya nga may discrimination sa mga Black American because dati yung mga African Americans, they are slaves to white Americans. So wala nang ganyan ngayon. So prohibited in all their forms. Kahit anong palusot pa gawin mo dyan, pagka isa siyang klase ng slavery, so prohibited siya. So, Article number 5. Should be treated with humanity. No one shall be subjected to torture or cruel, inhuman, or degrading treatment or punishment. So kahit ano pa yung kasalanan mo, so totoo lang kahit kitang-kita na sa CCTV. I-apply na natin yan sa mga kriminal, di ba? Nakita na pumatay ka ng tao. So, hindi naman ikinukulong at tinotorture doon. Inhuman treatment yung ginagawa. Degrading treatment or punishment. So, yung parang sabihin na natin yung binubugbog sa loob ng presinto, yung gano'n. So, no one shall be subjected to that kind of torture. It's part of your human rights. Article number 6. Everyone has the right to recognition everywhere as a person before the law. All are equal before the law and are entitled without any discrimination to equal protection of the law. So, equal protection of the law. So, ang binabanggit dito, anyone, gaya ng nabanggit ko kanina, so although may kasalanan ka or criminal ka, nasa ilalim ka pa rin ng batas. So, pantay-pantay pa rin yung protection natin sa batas, which is yun nga, yung human rights. So, bawal yung torture or cruel treatment. So, everyone ay may karapatan dun sa batas na pinatutupad sa isang bansa o sa isang lugar. Sinasabi rin dito sa article number 7 na all are equal before the law. Violation of this declaration against any incitement to such discrimination. So entitled tayo sa mga yon. Article number 8 is everyone has the right to an effective remedy by the competent national tribunals for acts violating the fundamental rights granted by him by the Constitution or law. So dapat merong remedy kapag sakaling nagawa nga sa atin to, yung discriminate. So lahat may karapatan na humanap ng solusyon or ng, let's say, kapalit, bayad, remedy, gamot doon sa discrimination na natanggap niya. Article number 9, no one shall be subjected to arbitrary arrest, detention, or exile. I-google nga natin yung arbitrary. Hindi ko matandaan kung anong meaning niya. Sorry. Based on random. Sabi ang arbitrary based on random choice or personal whim rather than any reason or system. So dahil lang sa gusto mong ikulong, kukulong mo na. So hindi pwede. So yun nga, hindi ko mabanggit na maayos. Arbitrary arrest, detention, or exile. So anumang arrest, detention, or exile na walang reason, without the reason of the system, ginusto mo lang, no one shall be subjected to that kind of treatment. So hindi pwedeng basta na lang natin gagawin. Or hindi rin pwedeng basta nating maranasan. So pwede nating reklamo kung sakaling nangyari sa atin yan. Article number 10. Everyone is entitled in full equality to a fair and public hearing by an independent and impartial tribunal in the determination of his rights and obligation and of any criminal charge against him. So again, babalik tayo dun sa criminal na huling-huli na sa akto. So entitled pa rin siya sa full equality to a fair and public hearing. So meron nga tayong PAO kung tawagin, PAO, Public Attorney's Office, na nag-a-assign doon sa mga tao na hindi naman makaka-afford ng attorney para mag-defend sa kanila sa isang public hearing. So, although yun nga, caught in the act na, meron ka pa ring karapatan na lumaban doon sa mga charges against him, sabi nga dun sa article. Article number 11. There's a slide. Presumption of innocence. Everyone charged with a penal offense has the right to be presumed innocent until proved guilty, according to law in public trial at which he has had all the guarantees necessary for his defense. So no one shall be held guilty of any penal offense on account of any act or omission which did not constitute penal offense under national or international law at the time it was committed, nor shall a heavier penalty be imposed than the one that was applicable at the time the penal offense was committed. So, dun muna tayo sa part 1. Everyone charged with a penal offense has the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty. So, hanggat walang proof, hanggat walang hearing, hanggat hindi um, provided yung mga evidence na guilty ang isang akusado, so they're considered innocent. Yung part 2 ng Article 11 is no one shall be held guilty. Hindi ko na babasahin ulit. Basta ang ibig sabihin niya, let's say, ang batas ngayon, or let's say nung last week, nagnakaw ako. Ang parusa sa mga nagnakaw nung last week ay 10 years of imprisonment. This is just an example. This week, nabago yung batas, magiging 15 years na siya. So, hindi applicable sa akin yung 15 years. So, ang sabi kasi dito, hindi pwedeng may heavier penalty be imposed than the one that was applicable at that time the penal offense was committed. So, kung kailan ko kinumit yung crime, kung ano yung batas during that time, yun yung applicable sa akin. So, let's say may ginawa akong crime ngayon, or may ginawa akong crime last week, na ngayon lang na-announce na isa siyang penal offense. So, walang charges para sa akin. So, kung ano yung, again, kung ano yung batas during the time na I was committing the offense, yun yung applicable sa akin. So, Article number 12. No one shall be subjected to arbitrary interference with his privacy, family, home, or correspondence, nor to attacks upon his honor and reputation. Everyone has the right to the protection of the law against such interference or attacks. So, buti na lang sinerch natin kanina yung arbitrary. So, ito naman, yung without reasoning na papakialaman yung privacy mo, pamilya mo, bahay mo, or pati maging yung reputasyon mo ang nakalagay dito sa mga article 5. So everyone has the right to the protection of the law against such acts. So lahat tayo hindi pwedeng basta trip lang ng kung sino man na makialam sa privacy natin. So may protection tayo dyan base sa article number 12. Article number 13, part 1. Everyone has the right to freedom of movement and residence within the borders of each state. So, lahat tayo may karapatang lumipat ng residence. Very self-explanatory. Everyone has the right to leave any country, including his own, and return to his country. So, kung wala namang batas na mababangga tungkol sa paglipat mo nga, may it be other countries, pabalik dito sa Pilipinas, let's say hindi ka naman wanted dito. So, or hindi ka banned. Hindi ka banned dito sa Pilipinas. So you have the right to leave and return to the Philippines. Article number 14, right to asylum. Everyone has the right to seek and enjoy in other countries asylum from persecution. So, ang isa sa mga let's say true to life movies na napanood ko na may application nitong right to asylum is Edward Snowden. So that is siyang CIA sa US. So he committed a crime. Parang nag-reveal siya ng sensitive information. So he nag-seek siya ng asylum sa Russia. So ngayon, parang ganun yun. Hindi siya makakabalik ng US kasi may krimen siya. Pero tinanggap siya sa Russia. Doon siya mag-i-stay, but very limited yung pwede niyang gawin. So ganun yung pagkakaintindi ko sa asylum. Number 2, this right may not be invoked in any case of prosecutions generally arising from non-political crimes or from acts contrary to the purpose and principles of the United Nations. Article number 15, everyone has the right to a nationality. So, lahat tayo may karapatan na with regards to our nationality. Let's say yung mga Chinese na nandito, so pwede silang maging ang nationality nila is Filipino. Given na yung mga rules regarding sa nationality is matapos nila lahat. Let's say, example again, because hindi ako sure kung ano yung mga applicable rules dito sa Pilipinas. So, kailangan, let's say, 5 years kang nakatira dito sa Pilipinas, di ka maalis para makakuha ng nationality. So, yun lang yung kailangan nila i-follow. Pero may karapatan sila para nga makuha yun. So, under Article 15 pa rin, no one shall be arbitrarily deprived of his nationality nor denied the right to change his nationality. So, since everyone nga may karapatan sa kanilang nasyonalidad, so wala rin dapat makapigil sa atin na makakuha yung nasyonalidad na yun. Lalong-lalo na kung yung dahilan wala lang or trip lang. Again, the word arbitrary. Article number 16, men and women full of age without any limitation due to race, nationality, or religion have the right to marry and to found a family. They are entitled to equal rights as to marriage, during marriage, and its dissolution. So, very self-explanatory. Marriage, marry. So anyone has the right to marry anyone they love, anyone they want to. Kahit pa sabihin natin na maybe the reason is for money, for fame, or any other things other than the other than love. Under Article 16, still, marriage shall be entered into only with the free and full consent of the intending spouses. So hindi pwedeng pipilitin mo makasal. So let's say gusto ng lalaki, ayaw ni babae. So hindi pwede kasi kailangan merong full consent ng both parties. The family is the natural and fundamental group unit of society and is entitled to protection by the society and state. So, syempre, hindi lang naman yung kinakasal, pati yung magiging pamilya, silang buong magkakasama, is protected by the society and the state. Article number 17. Everyone has the right to own property alone as well in association with others. No one shall be arbitrarily deprived of his property. So, kahit sino sa atin, may karapatan na mag-may-ari ng property. Lupa, building, anything, any property. So, again, the word arbitrary comes up. Hindi pwedeng kahit sino lang may trip lang na deprive ka or napagbawalan ka doon sa karapatan mo sa property na gusto mo makuha. Article number 18. Everyone has the right to freedom of thought, conscience, and religion. This right includes freedom to change his religion, belief, and freedom of either alone or in community with others and in public or private to manifest his religion or belief, teaching, practice, worship, and observance. Again, very self-explanatory. Lahat tayo may karapatan pumili ng religion natin without any discrimination. Kung ano man yung gusto nating paniwalaan, walang pwedeng mag-discriminate sa atin sa kung ano yung ating pinaniniwalaan. Article number 19, everyone has the right to freedom of opinion and expression. So kahit sino, may karapatang i-express yung kanilang sarili, sa kanilang opinion, ideas, kahit through any media, regardless of the front, social media, sa media, TV, radio, newspapers, so regardless. Article number 20, everyone has the right to freedom of peacefully assembly and association. No one may be compelled to belong to an association. So, although may karapatan ang lahat na payapang makasali or maka-join sa anumang assembly or association or gumawa ng assembly or association, hindi naman required na lahat magkaroon or sumali sa isang association. Article number 21. Everyone has the right to take part in the government of his country directly or through freely chosen representatives. Everyone has the right of equal access to public service in his country. The will of the people shall be the basis of authority of government. So, may kinalaman na to sa pagboto at sa position na let's say you want to join politics. Everyone has the right given that they are qualified. Of course, yung ating government, of course, most of them, or all of them, of course, may qualifications para makapag-take part ka dyan. Article number 22. Every, as a member of society, has the right to social security and is entitled to realization. Though national effort and international cooperation in accordance with the organization and resource of the state, social and cultural rights, indispensable for his dignity and the free development of his personality. So again, freedom. As a member of society, meron kang rights to social security. Article number 23, everyone has the right to work, to free choice of employment. So hindi mo pwedeng pagbawalan sino na magtrabaho or may depende pala sa batas, of course. Bawal sa atin yung child labor, pero everyone who is willing has the right to work. So let's say 18 and above may right to work, or working student may karapatan. So lahat sila may karapatang mamili ng kung ano yung employment na gusto nila. So although may karapatan silang mamili, hindi naman sinasabi sa batas na to na lahat ng employers dapat tumanggap ng kung sino lang na may gusto. So syempre, just and favorable conditions of the work and protection against unemployment. So everyone without any discrimination has the right to equal pay for equal work. So hindi pwedeng porket babae ka or lalaki ka, mas mababa yung sweldo mo, mas mataas yung sweldo mo. So kailangan equal work, equal pay. So hindi pwedeng parehas kayo ng trabaho tapos mas malaki yung sweldo ng isa. Everyone who works has the right to just and favorable remuneration, ensuring for himself and his family an existence worthy of human dignity and supplemented, if necessary, by other means of social protection. Everyone has the right to form and to join trade unions for the protection of his interests. So again, mga association. So everyone has the right to join para na rin sa protection ng kanilang interest. Article number 24, nakalimutan na pala natin ang slides. Sorry po. Right to rest and leisure with pay. So dito papasok yung mga leave na binabanggit na kanina. So merong vacation leave, sick leave, na merong unpaid but meron ding paid na pwedeng i-file. So from my experience sa dati kong trabaho, wala namang unpaid leave. Lahat ng leave at bayad. Of course, given that the employer will approve it. Diyan din papasok yung maternal leave, paternal leave. Nakalimutan ko na again kung gaano katagal ang maternal leave. Philippines. So sabi dito 105-day expanded maternal leave law. So dati 60 days, ngayon 105 days na. So yay sa mga magpa-maternal leave. Article number 25, standard of living, social protection. Everyone has the right to a standard of living adequate of health and well-being of himself and family and of his family, including food, clothing, and housing and medical care and necessary social services. The right to security in the event of unemployment, sickness, disability, widowhood, old age, or other lack of livelihood in circumstances beyond his control. So, lahat may karapatan dun sa standard living of adequate for health and well-being of himself and his family. So, anything na may kinalaman sa well-being, kalusugan. So, may it be food, clothing, housing, medical care, and such services, meron silang right to the security in event na yung mga bagay na beyond control ay mangyayari sa kanila. Article number 26, everyone has the right to education, human personality, and kind of education. So, merong karapatan na mamili ng kind of education. Just like us, of course, still depends on our abilities. Pwede tayo makapili ng kahit anong course na gusto natin. Nga lang, syempre, nandun papasok yung kung are we qualified. So ang sinasabi lang naman dito, right to choose. But it doesn't mean entitled ka doon sa choice mo na yun. Article number 27. Everyone has the right to freely participate in cultural life, right to the protection of the moral and material interest. So anything regarding culture, so free ka to participate as long as walang nalalabag na batas. So everyone has the right to benefit in scientific advancements. So doon sa mga scientific advancements natin, isang klase na nga yung mga automated na karamihan ng bagay ngayon. Let's say sa mga mall, yung pwede ka mag cashless pay na. Nang uso ng mga ganun, Gcash. So, isa siyang scientific advancement. So, isang benefit yun. So, may karapatan kang gamitin yun as a person. Everyone has the right to the protection of the moral and material interests resulting from any scientific, literary, artistic production of which he is the author. So, dito pumapasok sa mga, lalo sa mga scientists yung patent. So, may karapatan ka na maprotektahan yung may tawag dun eh. Yung dahil ikaw yung may idea nun. Dahil sa iyo yun. So, hindi pwedeng agamin ng kahit sino. Article number 28. Everyone is entitled to a social and international order in which the rights and freedoms set forth in this declaration can be fully realized. So, may it be national or international. So lahat tayo may karapatan dito sa mga Declaration of Human Rights na binanggit na natin. So, na article number 29. Tatapos na tayo. Everyone has duties to the community in which alone the free and full development of his personality is possible. So, full development of personality. So, may kalayaan tayo dyan. In the exercise of his rights and freedom, everyone shall be subject only to such limitations that are determined by the law. So, kanina ko pa binabanggit. So, hindi naman porket we have the freedom, atin na lahat yung gusto natin. So, there are still limitations determined by the law. So, solely for the purpose of securing due recognition and respect for the rights and freedoms of others, and of meeting the just requirements of morality, public order, and the general welfare in a democratic society. So again, kung makukuha natin lahat ng choice natin, so may mababangga tayo na freedom ng ibang tao. So again, there are laws which are bounded to. These rights and freedoms may in no case be exercised in contrary to the purpose and principles of the United Nations. So hindi mo pwedeng gamitin yung isang right or freedom para maging pangontra dun sa isang right and freedom din. May it be yours or sa ibang tao. Article number 30. Nothing in this declaration may be interpreted as implying for any state, group, or person any right to engage in any activity or to perform any act aimed at the destruction of any rights and freedoms set forth herein. So kung yung sa isa yung kontra, bawal yung kontrahin, bawal mo namang sirain din ang any human right declaration na nandito gamit yung ibang human right declaration na natutunan natin dito. So, ganyan lang yung mga articles na included sa Declaration of Human Rights. So, sana marami kayong natutunan at share awareness regarding human rights kasi it's a very important topic in our life. So, again, thank you.